handstand. Arm around your partner's waist, swing around to the left. Back up to the top. And down the middle. Everybody swing. Swing your partner. Back into lines. Forward and back. And again. Ends cross are in the middle. Back with the left hand start. Find your partner, arm around the waist, bring her round to the left. Back to the top. Down the middle, top couple. Swing your partner. And again. Ends cross, star in the middle. Left. With your partner, round to the left. Down the middle and swing. One more time. Forward. Star in the middle, ends go round. Cast round to the left with your partner. Down to the bottom, everybody swing. On your partner. Thank you. Have a little rest. Well done.
Oh, Jack.
He's having a heart attack.
What's to do? Turn around, you coward.
Sorry.
Morning, about 8:30, before many people are up and out polishing their bikes, an opportunity to look at one of the best collections of aerials we've had close together in one lineup for many a year. Scanning down the square fours, the pale blue Mark II from Chris Diamond we haven't seen for a long time. Dennis Wilkinson seems to have delusions of grandeur. He thinks it's a square four. Somebody's brought an arrow kit, not by Airfix this time.
Speak up a bit.
Into the singles, the older we get, as we've moved to the right. Very nice 1916 V-twin. Down to the club veteran, and the outfits at the end. Axel and Andrea Scheuden having a look at the outfit in the corner there. VB outfit came in late last night. Other makes we will say very little about in the corner. And some trials irons down the middle.
Off the outfit.
Leading the outfits now, the foreign corner. Alan and Hilary Taylor, who organised this year's annual rally, have their machines parked there. Again, it's better to come on a foreign light than not to come at all. A fine lineup of Val Page's singles and VHAs. A number of alloy machines there. Some machines we haven't seen before this year in 1986. Moving on to the twins, KHs and FHs. The trouble is that even this fine lineup doesn't represent all the machines here at the 1986 rally at Oswestry, because there are still many machines out on the campsite providing power for lights in the tent or whatever. Just a selection of the machines here in 1986 at Oswestry Annual Rally. This year's lineup of machines in 1986, we have the usual fine array of trophies belonging to the club, and this year we have two new trophies being presented to us. And first of all, Malcolm Bell has presented the trophy for the best of Val Page's VB singles. It's a beautiful job he's got, with plaques for many years to come. And also, we have a trophy presented to us by Clive Bennett, who used to be the research and development engineer for Aerial Motors, a BMEP meter which was used in the factory, and that's for the machine of most technical merit. These contrast beautifully with one of our oldest and most traditional cups. This was presented by Aerial Motors back in 1961 and reads like a roll call of honour, and the name WG Threadgold appears many times, and as I'm sure we'll all remember, 1986 sadly saw the untimely death of Groves, and we'll all miss him.
cavalcade. Where are you? Where do you want to get?
Yeah, that's one variety.
Well, who's taking the extra forms? I think you put them in there, don't you?
Right, it says hand them into ready control.
Oh, then? That's over there, is it? Over there, by the gate, yeah. Ready control. Will you come in? Yeah, yours fine. Put your views on
It hasn't been redone, so you know it's the actual. But that's the original fucking edge, that. But until when was it? This is the socket cable, the original socket cable as well. The law
John?
single wheel drive, or single wheel drive, the horse solar.
No, it's all a police. I'm getting old. It's all a policeman the other day.
Good enough to present the trophies, and because, as I said, we're trying to get it over fairly quickly, we'll get straight on with it. Les is going to present me with the right pot, so we don't get it right, and then presented it. If the prize winners would care to bring their machines forward when they're called, we can see who's won what with what. And the first one, starting right from the beginning, is the Club Member of the Year. Now this award is for the member of the club who's given most to the running of the club anywhere in the world in the previous 12 months. Now, members or riders of aerials in Germany have a lot to thank Andrea and Axel Scheuten. They've done a lot for the club over there. They're spread thinly in a large country, and I'd like to ask them if they could both come forward for a joint award.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you here.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm going to leave that to the end. Right. The first one, the first of the Concours Awards, we'll take it in chronological order. It's the Concours d'Elegance for the Veteran, that's up to 1914. Now, there wasn't a lot of competition here, and I'm sure you'll all be glad to know that we've all won that because it's a club machine. And as Jeff Thomas unfortunately fettles that and looks after it, is Jeff here? Come along, Jeff.
Well, Jeff, a bit before my time now.
I'll say. Thank you very much indeed.
Congratulations.
Particular thanks to Jeff because he does look after it, keep it in good order and brings it along to the aerial events, towed by his huntmaster, I should point out. Then going up then younger and younger, we have the vintage, that's up to December 1930. Slow down, he says, he lost it. Up to 1930, that's Ross Davis on his big V-twin. Is Ross here? He must be, I heard him running it a few minutes ago. Ah, there he comes. How'd it go again?
Very good, Russ.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can you handle that? Yes, right. Wonderful. Post-vintage, that's up to December 46, and it's a familiar face but an unfamiliar machine at this rally. Lester Grant's brought along his 250. And where is Lester? Here he is.
Thank you very much.
Post-war, okay.
Yep.
The overall winner then for the post-war, that's up to the end of four-stroke production, is Colin Reed Astley. Is he here? There he is. On his twin, yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
Great. We have also split up the classes into specific machines, so that you reckoned, because of course I should take a minute or two to point out that this is the first time that we've judged the concours by the individuals' votes. This is all going on record, so it's worth saying it here. 1986, the first time we don't have concours judges, everybody votes. And we've all reckoned that the best post-war overhead valve single is Ron Kirkham's. And here it comes.
Right, you made a good job of that.
Thanks very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Again, a new one for this year, the Side Valve Award. And thanks to members of the London branch, we have this trophy, which is very appropriate, a VB timing chest. It's awarded for the best side valve single, and it's Nick Morwood this year. Very late VB.
I don't know whether they left the old Thompson camshaft in there.
I hope so. Thank you. Thank you. Not surprisingly, some of these overlap, and if a machine is really excellent, then it must end up, it very often ends up getting 2 pots, and so we must ask Colin to come again. But we've seen his machine, so here's Colin again for the best post-war overhead valve twin. Well done. The sidecars were judged as a class altogether, and the best sidecar was voted to be Mike Green's here. Again, so a second VB again.
Real genuine area.
Thanks very much. Thanks.
You like that one, don't you? Yes. I can tell you like that one. Great. Military models. Everybody knows if you've got a 350 single, spares are a good thing, but there aren't many really tidy military machines, the WNGs, but we do have a particularly good one here this year, and it's Lester Grant's. So where is Lester with the WNG? Oh, I'm sorry, Lester. It's big and it's green. Come on, Lester. You know, it's like a 350 only in green, you know, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Again, we feel that we're not snobby, we don't mind other machines. We always have an award for the best associate machine, the machine that's owned by a club member who's brought another make along. And if Len Cranshaw's here, can he bring out his big twin Vincent? That's very fine, isn't it? Okay, like that. Whilst overseas members have a fair chance at the concourse as anybody else, they generally have to come a heck of a lot further. Maintaining a machine in the top concourse condition, if you've come 1,000 kilometres or so, is not easy. So we have a separate award for the best overseas machine. And Marijn Stoop from Holland has won that this year. Marijn? Marijn joins us every year, I think, almost every year, and he won it last year as well. Well done. I've lost it. Where is it? Thank you very much.
Yes. I take it. The button. Oh, yes. Yes. What are you going to do with it? I have the button.
The 2-strokes, the aerial 2-strokes, which took up the majority of the aerials production towards the end. We are judging all the leaders and arrows all together, and the best of the lot was Ray Snowden's leader. Yeah.
Right. Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Very good effort.
Not the first time, is it, Ray?
Not quite, no.
Nice, very nice. Yes. Because some machines win very regularly, I mean Ray's getting into that category now, some machines win so many times that they're in a sort of a class of their own. So a few years ago we started what's called the Past Masters class, and Jim Devereaux is very firmly in that category, and here he is again. His big single just never seems to get any worse, but he rides it, he really does. Iron horse the lot.
John, skip force roll runner up, which we haven't got sure.
Thank you. 2-stroke runner up?
Yeah, we've got that.
All right. I was going to say, when Ray was bringing his leader out, that it's quite a difficult job to choose between the 2-strokes. There's some really immaculate ones. And so this year we have, well, usually we have a 2-stroke runner-up. And this year it's Bernard Checklin. Is Bernard there? Yes, there he is. Yes. Another very fine leader. Yes, I call runner-up. Yes.